Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State will kick off and that'll get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
He leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's King. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Caught over the middle, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Here comes the offense on second down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. He'll keep it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Back to throw, it's Bailey. There's a heat. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. It's complete. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just drives in between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's King. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Whitback's here. They think there's room to run to the right here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Rogers.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're testing the right side here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think you run the football on 3rd and short, even though you haven't had a lot of success running the football today, knowing I still got 4th down. Analytics world, right? We go for it on 4th down most of the time now, so let's see what they do here on 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings him to within 1. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the flag. 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. It's a running room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. That's reeled in. It's Rogers. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Turns it loose deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's King. He's got him. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. On the move, it's Haynes. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. With the catch, it's Smothers. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Grimes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rogers. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the back. Hard running. Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's King. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Caught close to the marker, it's Rutherford. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
14, NC State, 9.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. They finally get to him. Well, what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smothers. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
No gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27th. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter, you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, a lot of space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Kane. Floats it out in space. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield, they're going to continue to highlight this guy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Right back to the well. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Grimes. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Bailey. Grab near the sticks, it's Grimes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It smothers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it smothers. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, NC State. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Rivers.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's King. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man, it's Patterson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. The give from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smothers. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Makes a grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Got it behind the line. It's Grimes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
To the air, it's Bailey. The short hands, it's Smothers. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee.
And this has got to feel great if you're the offense, to go into enemy territory on the road and play as well as you did. It's going to give them a lot of confidence moving forward.